A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. Warsaw, Poland. The political landscape in Poland is heating up as the country gears up for a nail-biting second round in its presidential election, following a closely contested first round on Sunday. The initial results have sent shockwaves through the moderate government led by Prime Minister Donald Tusk, as candidates from the right and far right emerged as the frontrunners. Liberal Warsaw Mayor Rafał Trzaskowski, representing Tusk's Civic Coalition, garnered 31.36% of the votes, while his conservative opponent, Karol Nawrocki, endorsed by U.S. President Donald Trump, closely followed with 29.54%. With a total of 13 candidates in the race, the results have raised eyebrows and sparked discussions about the future direction of Polish politics. As Poles prepare to head to the polls again on June 1st, the stakes could not be higher. This election comes at a time when the region is grappling with the impacts of Russia's ongoing war in Ukraine, adding another layer of complexity to the political discourse. The recent victory of Romania's centrist mayor, Nicu Cerdan, has also drawn attention, as he successfully defeated a hard-right candidate in a neighboring country, raising hopes for a pro-European stance amid rising nationalism. Political analysts predict that the upcoming campaign will be polarizing and contentious, pitting a pro-EU, liberal vision of Poland against a more nationalistic, Trumpist approach. The presidential office holds significant power in shaping foreign policy and has the authority to veto laws, making this election critical not just for the candidates, but for the future of Poland's relationship with its European allies. Tusk's efforts to mend ties with the EU and reverse controversial judicial reforms have faced challenges from the outgoing conservative President Andrzej Duda, who has often blocked his initiatives. Voter sentiment appears divided, with many expressing disappointment in Tusk's inability to fulfill promises, including the liberalization of restrictive abortion laws and the management of public media, which remains heavily politicized. As the second round approaches, Trzaskowski and Nawrocki wasted no time in reaching out to voters, engaging in grassroots efforts to secure support. Trzaskowski, who narrowly lost to Duda in the previous election, is now faced with uncertainty about his frontrunner status. Meanwhile, Nawrocki exuded confidence, claiming that Trzaskowski is struggling to connect with voters. The election dynamics are further complicated by the presence of far-right candidates, whose ideologies resonate with a significant portion of the electorate. Sławomir Mencen of the Confederation Party and Grzegorz Braun collectively received over 21% of the votes, adding to the challenge for both Trzaskowski and Nawrocki as they seek to consolidate support ahead of the runoff. With more than 20% of voters opting for candidates on the far right, Nawrocki stands in a favorable position to attract these votes. However, analysts caution that there is no guarantee that supporters of far-right candidates will automatically transfer their allegiance to Nawrocki. The unpredictability of voter behavior, especially among those who chose other candidates, adds to the tension as both candidates strategize their next moves. Trzaskowski has emphasized the importance of appealing to young voters and those who may have voted differently in the first round, urging them to consider a vision of Poland that is not defined by radicalism. On the other hand, Nawrocki aims to expand his support base by appealing to both left and right, positioning himself as a guardian of social achievements from the previous government. As the countdown to the second round begins, the outcome remains uncertain, with polls indicating a tight race. An Opinia24 poll conducted after the first round showed Trzaskowski leading with 46% compared to Nawrocki's 44%, leaving 10% of voters undecided. With the political landscape shifting rapidly, both candidates are keenly aware that every vote counts in this critical election. The coming weeks will be pivotal as they navigate the complexities of voter sentiment, party alliances, and the broader implications of their campaigns. As Poland stands at a crossroads, the decisions made in this election could shape the nation's future for years to come. The atmosphere is charged with anticipation, and the political battleground is set for a showdown that will resonate beyond Poland's borders. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.